In my mind, when I first started, I'm like, oh, I'll just be working out. Oh, I can handle it. I've been working out. I already have a balanced diet. No big deal. So it was a big freaking deal. Hey guys, my name is Kay and welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is my first YouTube video. I wanted to start a channel because I am about 4 weeks out from my first bikini competition, bodybuilding competition, and I am competing in the bikini division. So I wanted to just document this journey. So my prep started December the 1st. So I have been in prep so far for about 14 weeks. I wish I would have recorded back then, but just bear with me. I'll be doing more shows, so I plan on continuing to record this journey. But for now, I am currently 4 weeks out from my first show. And I wanted to talk about why I started competing, what's going on, where I'm at, how's it going, how am I juggling it all. So I started competing, just backstory. I used to play basketball and I used to run track. So I've kind of always been an athlete. Went off to college and fitness has just always been my thing. So a few years ago, I had a trainer and a friend of his, she's also a trainer as well. So she mentioned to me, why don't you try to do bikini? And she's an amazing coach. And I see her train other competitors in the gym. And I'm like, there's no way in the hell that I'm doing that. It's next level. And I sat on it for maybe a year or so. And I finally decided to give in to say, why not? And I did it because I had a very traumatic experience. I was hospitalized for something and had a pretty major surgery, and the recovery was hell. And in my mind, I just wanted to see my body be at its best potential. Like, I really wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to challenge my body to see where we could get it. So I took her up on the offer and said, let's do it. So been doing that since December the 1st. Well, let me backtrack. I'm sorry. So prior to that, I was training with her. So we were building, and I think when I started training with her last year, maybe sometime August, I believe. And so when I started training with her, I was about 140 pounds. So we decided to build, right? To build some muscle. And I got up to about 162 pounds. And that is the heaviest I've ever been in my life, because I've always been about 140, 145. So we got up to 162. So December the 1st is when we started prep, and that's when I began to cut. So currently, 4 weeks out, I am 143 pounds. So what does my training schedule look like? So I train 6 days a week. Saturday is my only day that I am off from training. So I train with my coach 3 days a week, and I train on my own 3 days a week. And I do cardio 6 days a week. So initially, about a couple weeks ago, I was doing 2 days, 45 minutes of cardio on the Stairmaster, and the 4 days, 30 minutes of cardio on the Stairmaster. So I was a bit above schedule, so we cut the cardio down a little bit. And that was very challenging for me because I work a full-time job. I am an HR professional. I work in human resources. So in my mind, when I first started, I'm like, oh, I'll just be working out. Oh, I can handle it. I've been working out. I already have a balanced diet. No big deal. So it was a big freaking deal because it was a lot. And I'm very disciplined, but I realized that I can't put myself in situations to where I would be tempted. And what I mean is going out with friends, going to brunches, going to birthday gatherings, just any sort of events, because I tried it. I know because I tried it. And I'm like, oh no, I'll bring all my meals with me. I'll be fine. Then I get there, oh, it's just one margarita. Oh, it's just one, slice of pizza. I'll be fine. So I had to really just remove myself from that. And I thank God for my friends and my family for being so understanding through this process, because for me, certain events, it's a big deal. But they also understood that I have a goal that I'm trying to reach, and I just can't. So I stopped going to the brunches. I stopped going to certain events because I could not put myself in that space. And don't get me started on the Girl Scout cookies. But we're here. So that was challenging. And again, what I've learned through this journey is that you really have to, and in a life period, you have to set boundaries, period. Like if you don't set boundaries, like people, they don't know. My family, I don't have anybody in my family that's ever done a bodybuilding competition. So they don't know what that looks like. Initially, when people hear bodybuilding, they like, jacked up and I'm about to be on all types of steroids or whatever and looking crazy. But you have to show them pictures like, no, this is what a bikini girl looks like. This is the posing. So they're not shocked when they get there. And my coach invited my mother and I to a show so I can see how the show flows. My mom can see how the show flows, and she understands like the judging and what would be expected of me as well. So that was really cool. But I said that to say, if you are on any journey, you just want to make sure you invite people in and help them see what it is that you're going to be going through, because talking to people about it and they don't understand, it's kind of hard sometimes to have that support. So shout out to my homegirl Sandu, because she has been a huge help in this journey. She's competed before, and her sister competes as well. So I've really been able to get like a lot of insight, a lot of support from her, because she just gets it. So shout out to you, girl. Meals. So I am currently getting off of a carb cycle. So I was carb cycling for 2 weeks. So that looked like 2 days, little to no carbs. And then 2 days I increased my carbs, and so on. 2 days, little no carbs. Next 2 days, I increased my carbs. I could see the difference in my body, but that was very challenging because, I get my energy from my carbs, and my coworkers, on the days that my carbs were really like super low, on a low carb day, my coworker, I remember her saying, girl, I just feel like if I push you, you will fall right over, because I was like the walking freaking dead. I had no energy. I had to be mindful of like my mood and my attitude toward other people, because my energy was just low. So that was an experience. I'm usually used to the meal plans. The meal plan that I have and the food choices or whatever that my trainer gives me. But the carb cycling was something very different. I know some people, they have macros. For me, my life is very busy, and for what I can control, I try to control. So I said that to say that meal plans work for me. Like I would rather eat the same thing however many weeks or whatever, so I can grab and go. I pack my lunch I come home, I take everything I ate out of my lunchbox, like the containers, I repack my lunchbox for the following day. So that way when I get up, I go to the gym every day at 5 a.m. So when I come home from the gym, I'll get ready for work, eat my breakfast, I grab my lunchbox, and I go. I don't have time to be figuring out like, okay, I have to have, so many grams of protein, or, what am I going? I don't have time because my life is it's not crazy. It's just my job. Again, I'm a human resource professional, and I specifically work in employee relations. So I handle all of the internal investigations. So that, you just never know what you're going to get in a day. And I just don't need anything extra to think about. So a little bit about myself. I think I told you already how much I weigh today. So I am 35 years old. I am 5'8". I've always pretty much had like a very athletic build. I don't know if you can, let me see, because this is like prep. So I've always had like a pretty athletic build. I've always been pretty slim. So again, that 162 pounds was a shocker, but I've also learned you can't pay attention to the scale. It just is what it is. I don't wish I started earlier. Like, I see girls that are much, much younger and they're competing. I feel like everybody's journey is their own. And this is just when I decided to start. I was actually 34, but my birthday is the day after Christmas. So I've since turned 35. What am I looking forward to? I am looking forward to just the experience. Like, I'm the type of person where I enjoy the journey. Like, I enjoy every moment, every day of a process. The outcome for me, I know with competing, you want to win a show, but it's my first show. I've been connecting with other bikini pros, getting posing sessions. So for me, just building that community and that network is important. Just making sure every rep counts and I show up for myself every single day. I'm not going to beat myself up. All I can do is give my best at my show and just wait on the judges' feedback. Like, me and my coach and I have already talked about a few things and what we want to work on post the show. We're going to get into off season and work toward another show closer to like fall time. I just want to enjoy the experience, get the feedback, work hard, grind, and continue to inspire people, because I get comments sometimes about like, girl, you're so disciplined. Like, how do you do that? Especially getting up so early in the morning, because to be to the gym at 5, I have to be up by 4. I get up at 4:10 every day. But my thinking about it is that that's my me time. And then when I go to work, I have to give myself to the world because of my profession. You have to figure out, what works for you and show up for yourself in that way. And I also wanted to add, just in this journey as well, I've just learned that, you really have to have a good support system. I have been in like Facebook groups for beginners that bodybuild, no matter the division. And you hear a lot of unfortunate stories about how we're women, like, we're just not being supported by our family and our friends. And so if you are watching this video and you do, for whatever reason, and you have a family or a friend that is bodybuilding, specifically a woman, please support her. Please support her journey in whatever it is that whatever division it is that she's in. Ask more questions. It's hard enough getting up, lifting weights, going to work, being on such a strict plan, so much cardio. It's hard enough. The journey is hard enough. We don't want to, the extra stuff is just, unnecessary. But I'm blessed in that respect, because I don't have to deal with that. But I just wanted to put that out there. If you do know someone, or if you are someone that's competing and don't get the support, ask for it. People don't read minds, so they need to know how you want to be shown up for. So I think that's important. And there's still so much more to learn, because even in training and listening to my coach saying, oh, when you go into peak week, I'm like, what the hell? What is peak week? So I'm looking forward to peak week only because I'm really interested in seeing how that goes. I plan on taking, so my show is on a Saturday, and I plan on taking that Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday off of work because I'm not trying to be bothered. Like, I am not trying to be bothered. I just want to make sure I'm in a good mood, I'm in a good space, and we can just roll on into that show, you know, as we go. But I'm super excited. I don't know where this journey is going to take me. I know more than likely, I'm not gonna say more than likely. I know most of the time people, they go in, they wanna get their pro cards and whatever it is. But for now, I'm just enjoying where I'm at. I wanna do my first show, get the feedback, go on to the second show, and just have a really good time. Like, I truly, I did not think that I would love this sport as much as I love it, but I love the sport. I love the community that I am building. I love the support that I get from my family and my friends, and it's lit. So some of the things, because of the body changing as far as the foods, I've completely cut out dairy. It's not necessary because I'm not intolerant, but I've noticed the difference in my body, inflammation, like my cycles. Don't ask. I don't know the science behind it. I'm not trying to figure it out. I just know that it works for me. But I was, in the beginning of my prep, I was using oat milk. I would use oat milk, obviously non-dairy. But now I don't use it at all. I just mix my protein shakes with water. When I make my oatmeal, I mix my oatmeal with water as well. I just stay away from the dairy. Now, when prep is over, I still like dairy. Like, I have a thing for cheese pizza. I love butter pecan ice cream. I love the cookies and cream milkshake from Chick-fil-A with no whipped cream, no cherry. So I still like my things, just in moderation, and it's not something that I consume every day. And even after prep, I still don't think it will be something that I consume every day. I also had to modify my coffee because me and coffee, we here. I love coffee, okay? Love it. So what I do now, I get me a Americano that's just an espresso with water, hot Americano. Or no, I get it cold, because what I do now is I pour my protein shake in the iced Americano. No freaking lie, it tastes just like an iced mocha from Dunkin' Donuts. So before prep, I would get an iced mocha from Dunkin' Donuts with no sugar. It legit still has sugar in it. Like, that thing has 41 grams of sugar. And how I make it now, because my protein powder only has 1 gram of sugar, the coffee is just black, it's espresso, it's no sugar in that. It literally tastes the same, and it's 1 gram of sugar. And even after the show is over, I think I'm going to continue to drink my coffee that way, because I would need to reverse diet, and I'm not trying to go crazy. And also my protein, this right here is a plant protein gold standard. I have never been a fan of chocolate drinks, but because I have been deprived of sweets, when I drink this, it's literally like I'm drinking chocolate. I swear to God, like, it's so freaking good. And I don't even deal with the vanilla anymore. Like, this is my thing. And I also take the, for recovery, I use BCAAs, stem free. I have enough energy on my own. I don't need all of the extras. I do take multivitamins every day. I take my pre and probiotics as well for my digestive system, because I don't want to have any issues there. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to get on here and just get some information out, just to explain to everybody, because I try to post things on Instagram and be consistent as much as I can, but listen, I'm busy. So I decided to start a YouTube channel just to put all of the information out here and just make a, long form video so everyone can know like where I started, my stats, some of the facts, where I'm at, what I'm looking forward to. So truly appreciate you for watching if you are still here. And I would highly appreciate it if you would like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I do plan on putting out more content. While this is more fitness, I want to also focus on, some beauty and some lifestyle as things progress, and more so like when I'm in off season. So if you have any questions for me, feel free to leave them in the comments. You can follow me on Instagram. I'll leave that there as well. I'll also leave my coach's handle here on for her Instagram. So if you're in the West Palm Beach area and you are interested in competing or just want to do some lifestyle, I would highly recommend, because she knows her shit. So yeah, thank you for watching. See you guys later.